All right, thanks a lot, Stephen. We've also been joining Derrick Rose on Vista Bonita Drive, and that's where we saw that shed that was pushed from the backyard physically onto the street.
Yeah, Derrick, last time we saw you, the school bus was trying to get by. Looks like you're talking to somebody this morning to understand what they were thinking as the storm hit our area.
Yes, the school bus was able to get through, Kelly, and another school bus came from the opposite direction and was able to get through. And we're here with Hamp Griffin, who lives here on Spring Brook. And just kind of describe for us, did you hear the storm overnight?
Oh, it woke me up around 2 o'clock, yeah. I got up, my house is flooded. I don't know how deep the water was out here, but it must have been a couple of foot. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
And you said your house was flooded inside. Can you show me how high up the water was?
On the inside?
Mm-hmm. I mean, just based like on height-wise.
It wasn't high. It's just flooded. I mean, it was high outside. The lady there said it was a couple of foot over her door, but I mean, it's pretty rough. It was pretty rough, and it sounded like a tornado. They said it wasn't, but it sounded like one.
Because it was just so loud.
Oh yeah. It woke me up, and I got up. When I got up, I stepped in the water. But when I opened the door, the front door, the water came in like a giant wave. Came in the front door.
And then once you finally got outside and see some of this damage, especially that shed.
I never did get outside. This is the first time I've got outside since 2 o'clock this morning.
And what do you think about what you're seeing?
It's devastating. It's bad. I'm wondering, how about the rest of the mobile all around me? Is it like this?
We haven't heard any widespread damage reports, you know, here and there, but we haven't heard any reports of injuries, and that certainly is the good thing.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good. My car is in the shop. I was having a repair done on it. And if it hadn't been in the shop, it would have been sitting right here. And that would have been right on top of it.
Or it might have been sitting a little farther over with how powerful that water was.
Oh, yeah. Well, where did all the water come from?
Likely from this drainage ditch that was over here. A lot of the grass and stuff that we're seeing is pushed this way, just like that debris right there.
I see. Well, I tell you, it looks bad. It looks bad.
It certainly does.
My house is a mess. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, we certainly believe your neighbors are going to help you out, and we certainly hope you get the help that you need. And thank you for talking with us this morning. Kelly and Pat, that's really just some of the first comments that we're starting to see as people venture out of their homes this morning to get a first look at the damage now that we have some sunlight. They heard the storm, they felt it come through, but now they can actually see what it's done to their property and to their neighborhood. Back to you.
Derrick, is our friend still near you? Is he still kind of close to you? I had a quick question for you to ask him.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Will you ask him, did he have a weather plan in place? And if so, what was it?
Our anchor, Kelly Jones, would like to know, did you have a weather plan in place? And if so, what was your plan?
I never had a plan. I never had a plan. I've never had any trouble here. This is so high on Cottage Hill, they tell us we never worry about flood water. I heard say that the water would have to rise 90 feet from Mobile Bay for it to hit here. Well, I don't know where all that came from, but I didn't have any weather plans.
Are you going to change that now after this storm?
Yep. Yeah.
First responders certainly want to hear that from you. Yeah. And that certainly is the lesson. A lot of people who weren't expecting the water to rise as high as it did, a lot of them may not have had weather plans, but this is just a reminder before a storm hits to have a plan in action so that when a storm hits, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, you know exactly what to do, Kelly.
Yeah, great work out there, Derrick Rose. Appreciate that. And appreciate hearing from him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's very candid about it,
Love
too.
it.
Said,
Where did the water come from?
Yeah.